When we are ready to proceed, Mr. Usher, kindly get the witness. Thank you.
Thank you.
Interpreters, can you please take note that the witness wishes to speak in the fuller language?
I, Abdullah Bari.
Me, Abdullah Bari.
I, Abdullah Bari.
Min Abdullah Bari.
Min Abdullah Bari.
Do swear that
Miɗo huɗo.
Miɗo huɗo.
I'll speak the truth.
Ko gonga mi haalta.
Ko gonga mi haalata ɗo.
The whole truth.
Gonga rek mi haalta.
Gonga tumon wolde ɗo.
And nothing but the truth.
Mi haalta hay tus wona gonga.
Gonga tumon wolde na kon wolde ko gonga na fenande.
So help me God.
Yo Allah wallam.
Yo Allah wallam.
Good afternoon, Mr. Barry.
Mr. Barry, oi anyalle jam.
Nyalle jam. Jama.
We thank you for agreeing to testify before the commission this afternoon.
Oi be yettima pour jabugol ma pour argol yaha jonnado e sériyagal mangal yeso commission e o nyalorma do.
Tan yetti on jarama
My thanks to you all.
Thank you. I'm aware that you have a hip injury.
Yo fami wondema e hida hebi e ella seda e keki mahi.
And this may cause you some discomfort during the course of your testimony.
Hino dum no way e der jonde ma den do dum no way dum jonde ella seda e jonde den.
So please assume a sitting position or a posture that is most comfortable for you.
Away do dum himo toroma e joddoda jonde fewnde de andanda ande tambintama e der yewtere nden.
You can draw the microphone close to you.
Ida way pod de microphone badoma seda.
Thank you. Luckily, this will be a very short session today.
Oi ende do arsike oi inde jonde de wonden do ko de jonde de andanda de wonata jonde juutunde.
And we will continue with your testimony tomorrow morning.
Si feƴƴi ɗum jonde e ɗum woni seedeyagal mangal gaynitoɗen ɗum janngo.
But at any point, if you feel uncomfortable, please just alert me, let me know.
Way wattu fof ko wonɗen ɗo ni si a yehi ha a horike hoore ma hiɗa wawi mo faminde pour daroɗen fowɗoɗen seeɗa.
In case you may need to get up or rise or just assume another kind of position that may be more comfortable to you.
Si tawi wondema hiɗa faala fowtade seeɗa ma e sansade jonde nde joɗoriɗa noon hiɗa wawi mo faminde.
As you're speaking in the fuller language,
O winde wonno a suɓike wiɗa koye pular haalata.
please speak clearly and take very brief statements.
O himo toroma ya haalu haala kan laaɓa te raɓɓindina haala kan kadi.
For the benefit of our audience as well as the interpreters.
Ye pour wonɓe ɓen jentade ɓen kañumma e menen wonɓe nantinde ɗen mbawga.
During the course of your testimony, we will look into
O wi e nder seedeyagal ma ngal ko dareten ɗo ko ɗum woni ɗi ko woni kon arde haalgol ɗo.
your personal background as well as your work experience as a driver.
O wi ko ɗum woni promel ko aroten ɗon ko ɗum woni ko aw woni hombo yende ma yettore ma kañumma e golle ma ko hon ɗum woni ɗum woni driver yagal dogingol moto.
In particular, we will focus on the road traffic car accident that you suffered in 2002.
O wite no do ɗum ko dareten gon ko ɗum woni accident mo andandama wondema a naati e mum ɗum woni 2000 hitande nde ɓeeta 2002.
which occurred around the month of April or thereabouts in that year.
ɗum no waɗi en lewru wiyetendu épleur e nden hitande
Where you were hit by a state guard vehicle.
nde wonno wondema ɗum woni gardoɓe ko galle men laamuto motoji maɓɓe ɗin ɓe gallima e motoji maɓɓe
Whilst your commercial vehicle was parked off the road.
nde wonno on moto ma mo andana ko on moto waɗirta business hari mo darino e sera lawol he
In the area of Banjulding.
hedde saare wiyetende Banjul ndin
The injuries you sustained as a result of that accident
e gañugol ngo heɓuɗangol e ko andana hino sababu e on accident mo heɓunoɗa e mum
and the admission into hospital and the treatment that you received there.
te nde wonno kadi naɓanɗa ka lobdani kadi e ñawdagol ko ñawdugol façon ko heɓuɗa ton kon kadi ka lobdani
Your repeated efforts to have the driver of that state guard vehicle prosecuted by the police.
te etore ma nde wonnoɗa ɗen fof pour on militaire ujo wonɗo e galle men lamorɗo he pour yiya wondema o naɓama yeeso loi pour o ñaawe
And your efforts to contact the president's office.
te etore nde waɗɗa nden kadi pour yiya wondema pour wawa famonirde e galle men e lanɗo men yeesojo on
And to also contact the president himself, that is Yaya Jammeh, the ex-president, personally.
etore nde waɗɗa nden kadi pour yiya wawa famonirde e Yaya Jammeh ɗum woni président wonnoɗo ɗo on
The interventions and attempts that were made by many individuals as well as non-government organizations
etore nde andanda yimɓe ɗuuɗuɓe waɗaniɓe nden te andanda e nde ino tawa e nden etore yimɓe ɓe andanda ɓe heeɓi liggade te ɓe ala e liggade e ley laamu etore koɓe waɗi kon pour wallugol ma engade e dow ɗum
to help you fight your case and obtain justice on your behalf.
pour ɓe yiya wondema case ma on ɗum woni ko caɗele ko fawi kon e hoore ma e ɓe yiya ɗum wondema e yadama naɓama e suudu ñawirdu e hetta gonga ma on
From April 2002 to date.
bilandema lewru ndu ɓe yata e april kañum ha hande ka wonɗen ɗo
And we will find out from your testimony that all these efforts proved to be futile.
e dow ɗum e nder seedeyagal ma ngal ɗo hande ka jooɗiɗa ɗo en ɗum fof men liggintina e ɗum daren ɗum ko honno etore nde waɗɗa nden ha hande ka wonɗen ɗo ko honɗum yalti e mum
We will then look at the impact and the consequences of this accident on you and your family.
to si feƴƴiye ɗum men daren ɗe caɗele ɗum woni o accident fawiɗo e hoore ma ko honɗum tampere ɗum fawi e hoore ma kañumma e ɓengure ma nden e gurdal ma ngal
The hardships that you faced, including the total loss of your income.
tampere ko ɗum fawi kon e hoore ma kañumma e keɓal ko ɗum wasimma kon e gurdal ma ngal kadi en daaray ɗum
As a result of not being able to work anymore.
sabuna dow ɗum ino ala liggade e gurdal ma joni
Rendering you absolutely destitute.
ɗum jonnima sababi basal musungal e nder gurdal ma
And despite the failure of the police to prosecute the driver who caused the accident.
o wi nde wonno police ɓen kamɓe ɓe jetta ɓe waɗani lawol maɓɓe ngol luwa on ko jonni ɓe kon pour ɓe yiya wondema ɗum o militaire uɗo liggotoɗo galle men e laamoɗe to ɓe naɓama suudu ñawurdu ɓe ñawamo
Your subsequent arrest, charge and prosecution for giving false information to the then ex-president Yaya
an kadi
Jammeh.
nanngugol koɓe nannguma kon ɓe yahuma ɓe teguma tuumal ɗum woni a jonni kibar ɗum woni liggantoɗo jama kibar mo andanɗa wona kibar dariɗo wona kibar dariɗo wona kibar fewuɗo heɓiɗo ɓe yahu ɓe ñawuma e dow ɗum
As well as attempts or charges rather that you attempted to extort money from the ex-president as
o wi
well.
kadi ɗum woni tuumal ngol ɓe tagi ngal e hoore ma ko ɗum woni ɓe a heɓuno anni on pour e waɗugol feere ɗayna président on pour ñaɓa mbuuɗi heɓa mbuuɗi junngo makko e dow konngol ko anndanɗa wona konngol heɓiɗi
After the conclusion of your testimonies, the commissioners may have a few questions to ask you, and you will give any final remarks that you may have.
e dow ɗum ɗon fof si feƴƴi si a gayni an haala ma kan haala ma e joni aɓe jonna e haala kan commission aɓe si tawi woni kamɓe kadi sengo maɓɓe hino woodi joguiɗo toon ko faalama landade e dow ko haaluɗa kon e kamɓe kadi ɓe landoma
I hope this is clear and that you are ready to begin your testimony.
mi sikki wonde Mr Abdoulaye Barry o yo jekkike wondema ko haali ɗo kon fof on faami ɗum eɗon pari pour fuɗɗagol e seedeyagal mo ngal ko on woni landade
Are you ready to begin, Mr. Barry?
Mr Barry o wi si hiɗa pari pour fuɗɗagol seedeyagal ma ngal
mi pari
Yes, I'm ready.
Kindly give us your full names.
nda hiɗa wawi jonnude yimɓe indema e yettore ma
ɓe noddala Abdoulaye Barry
My name is Abdoulaye Barry.
jibinaɗo Brikama
I was born in Brikama.
And where do you currently live?
Nini ko honto hoɗuɗa?
ilam bundum bohol.
I'm staying at Bundung Bohol.
What is the date of your birth?
Ko hitande honde ɗum a ƴibina ɗo?
Jibina 1961 March the 13th.
I was born on the 13th of March 1961.
And what is your occupation?
Honɗum woni golle mo Nini?
Gollan ɗen ko follow ko mi waɗano ko welding.
I started working as a welderman.
Mi waɗi welding ha mi dari mi tawi ɗum ɗon ala yahude mi woni driver joni.
After spending some time as a welderman, when I discovered that I was not getting much money out of it, I decided to turn to become a driver.
And before you proceed into your professional history, just tell us what you're currently employed as now.
Ɗo a yahude haalana yimɓe ko honɗum wonno golle maɗa Nini joni ni ka wonɗon ɗo ɗa wawi ɗon haalande yimɓe ko honɗum woni golle mon?
Fendo komi wonno suka ka ko fendo
Nini ka wonɗen ɗo?
komi wonɗo komi driver ha joni.
I'm still a driver.
Kindly tell us how you proceeded from your welding work and what happened after that. Just go through your professional experience for us.
Joni ɗa wawi haalande yimɓe ɗum woni golle maɗa ɗum woni weldino no wonnoɗa ɗum naɓirde haalana yimɓe ko honno wonnoɗa ɗum naɓirde gurdal ma.
From when you started working up to 2002, which is when the accident occurred.
Nde fuɗɗinoɗa ɗe ligge ma weldin ɗum woni 2002 ha hitande nde andandama wonde o accident heɓike hoore ma.
Babi am fiƴƴini 1976, 77.
My father passed away in 1976 or 77.
Mi nati wongo welderman.
That's the time I started as a welderman, so that I can help my mother. That's what I was doing.
1979
I was doing that until in 1979 I discovered that I'm not making any progress. Because my mother had only me to take care of her. I have one sister. Then I decided that maybe if I become a driver, that will help us.
So mi doginiri no ha Allah okori lamfere mi fuɗɗi doginde black and white safari on the Aziz Khan.
That's the time when I turned to become a driver. I started driving at the black and white safari under Aziz Khan.
Before you started working with Mr. Aziz Khan, did you work anywhere else?
No, I fuɗɗade gollude Mr. Aziz Khan. Nda wodi ka fuɗɗida golle?
Mi waɗayno taxi jamma tumago ñalorma mi wallito horam.
Well, sometimes I used to drive a taxi at night or sometimes during the day to help myself.
And were you doing that in conjunction with your welding work, or were you doing that alone?
Nda ɗum ɗon kadi on driving mo waɗano ɗa demma walla ñalorma ni nde a waɗano ɗum kañum no yaadino welding ma on da ko pakuno gotum.
Fada mi acci welding on because welding on mi ala non jogu wat sodugo material mi wawi golle den kono mi ala jogu material sodugol no mi uditara horan atelier.
When I started driving, I completely stopped the welding job because I didn't have the right materials at that time and I was unable to make any progress in the job. This is why I decided to leave that job and continue with the driving.
Kindly continue from when you started with Mr. Aziz Khan at the Black and White Safari and tell us what you were doing at the time.
Joni ɗo wawi kontinde haalon gilande mo fuɗɗiri ɗon gollidude Mr. Aziz Khan ɗum woni liggeti wiyetede safari Black and White Safari ko honɗum waɗiɗi.
Ada komi wonno doginde taxi on kono mi jokkiri ɗon ha 1990.
I was driving the taxi until in 1990.
Mi heɓi chance Mr. Khan o wallila mi heɓi ɗe golle juuɗe makko.
There was a time when I saw with Mr. Khan, I approached him and he decided to help me to get that job.
Joni min gollidi ɗon.
That's the time we started working together.
So Allah okkori mo bar and restaurant banjo wiyeteɗo Bakus.
Then he opened a bar and restaurant called Bakus.
We continued
working there until he got another place called Calabas. and still we went on walking.
Almost year 2000.
We went on together until in the year 2000.
Me what he decide to go golle ye gol fada by sa golle dum ay sangarang ad me my ka duaka memude mi acci.
That's the time when I decided to leave that job, because as a pure Muslim, I didn't want to have anything to do with alcohol, and the selling I was doing for him included selling alcohol. This is why I decided to leave that job to look for something else.
And whilst you were working with Mr. Aziz Khan, were you only working as a driver, or did you occupy another position apart from that?
I jamanu mo golle de no da lay Mr. Aziz Khan. Nda golle maɗen ko fi dogingol oto on tan da ila ligga façon go kadi ley makko.
Fada liggeji hewde mi waɗayno.
I was doing a lot of jobs for him.
Mi doginayno, mi waɗay shopping, mi wonay ka wañ, mi defay, mi waɗay piji hewɗi dal.
I was driving for him. Sometimes I'll be working in the kitchen. I used to cook for him, and I used to do a lot of other jobs for him too.
So your work involved multiple roles?
Awa hino wayni golle maɗen no tawa e mungo golle ɗuɗuɗe woni e nder golle maɗen.
Ko non yaari dal.
That's how it was going.
Would it be also correct to say that his work was around the tourism area?
Nda feewe kadi o wiya wondema ɗum woni Mr. Abdul Aziz Khan golle makko ɗen ka o liggoto toon ligge makko ɗen place ka won toon no ɓaɗa ka hedde maayo ka hedde torisa ɓen jipporto toon.
Ko toon o liggoto, because golluɗo e ɗum o wona ka takko maayo be golla nokkili ɗin fof kala ko ɓe wima yaaru ko toon yarata.
That's how exactly the job was going, because if you work for the tourism industry, you have to be around the area where tourists used to go frequently, which is around the seaside and other resort places.
You've already said you worked up to 2000. So what happened in the year 2000?
We a golli ɗon ha hitande wiyetende 2000 kon ɗum waɗi gilandema 2000 hitande 2000 hewdi.
Way joni milañ fada mi heɓi wono yimɓe tubakoɓe walli tolan yeru golle an ɗen komun heɓude ko mi dari mi tawi mi darani ka horan seeɗa mi acci golle ɗen mi tawi mi wata yeygol hande kadi memugol o sangaran e piiji mi jokka mi ɗaɓi mo.
Around that time I got friends, European friends, who were helping me. So when those people started helping me, then I decided to leave his job, because as I said before, I didn't want to continue selling alcohol, because the job I was doing for him included selling alcohol, and I didn't want to have anything to do with alcohol.
Joni mi acci ɗum ɗo 2001 mi ɗaɓɓi moto hum 10 passenger Nissan.
In 2001, I decided to leave that job. Then I looked for a Nissan vehicle, which I was driving from that time on.
Joni on ɗon mi ndaari mi tawi himo fanɗi mi 2002 mi ɗaɓɓi Toyota 14 passenger seater.
In 2002, I decided to look for a Toyota 14 passenger seater, because the one I was having was a little bit small.
Joni mi jogi on ɗon hilan gollida makko.
I was having that vehicle, driving and walking.
Joni yahoy ha e nder mi lilan yalti ñande gollan gollam milan fala mi jippike hilan hota galle.
Then until in the month of May, after walking, I decided to close from work, and I was on my way going home.
Before we get to what happened on that day, can I just ask, you were previously employed by Mr. Aziz Khan, and you had said with the help of some of your European friends, you were able to purchase a vehicle for commercial purposes. So at this point, you were self-employed, is that correct?
Oui, do en yahude don jamanu hewtino wondema ko Mr. Abdul Aziz Khan ko ƴettunoma golle ɗuɗa makko ha hewɗuɗa wajiraɓe ɗum woni wajiraɓe portoɓe ɓen ɓe heɓuɗa ballal e jungo maɓɓe ha soduɗa moto hum hoorema joni no wayni hiɗa gollande hoorema wonɗa e gollande dakko ko noon.
Mi soodi o moto mi waɗali inde an e Toyota on e makko, par ce que on andi on sati si tawi a waɗi inde ma ka suka ɓe inna o ala ko ala so mi waɗi inde frenjango makko e nder insurance on.
That's true. That's true. After buying the Toyota, I didn't put my name in the documents of the vehicle. I decided to put a friend's name there so that people will not look upon me as somebody who is completely independent working for himself. So, and at that time, I wanted to be somebody who is anonymous. So this is why I put a friend's name on the documents of that vehicle.
But indeed, you were the true owner of the vehicle at the time.
No, so nini tigi si andar tindigi ko ono tigi jey moto on.
Min ɗon ko lakkaɗan ko min tigi joymo.
Yeah, that's quite true. It was my sweat. It's my property, myself.
And the business was also your business. You were working for yourself and not for anyone else.
The business on kadi ko ono kan jeymo e ko on horama on da gollande wona hay goto on da gollande.
Ɗon ko non yaari.
That's quite true.
Please continue and tell us what happened on that date that you referred to.
Le way kontinde hala ko hondu wadi lewru me ko hondu waduno.
Nde nyande mi golli ha e fawndo ono 8 milan hota galle.
On that day I worked till around 8. I was going home.
Mi iti mi ndari ni mi nenirawan ne wondo Brikama himo dari.
Then on the way going home, I saw my stepmother standing by the roadside, who was resident at Brikama at the time. Then I called my mate and told him to bring that old woman on board so that we can take her to Brikama. My mate came down and did as I told him, and at the time we decided to go back onto the road and continue the journey.
Sorry, Mr. Interpreter. I believe he kept on saying he's apprentice.
Apprentice, that's the mate, the mate he has inside the vehicle.
I think the more appropriate word would be the apprentice.
Okay, it's all the same. Okay,
Yeah,
the
thank
apprentice.
you very much.
Mhm.
Yeah, please proceed.
We continue.
Joni way apprenti on hibini moto men nangi lawol yahugol.
After my apprentice did that, we took up the road going.
Me yawo ha me hewti St. Peter's High School ka Johnson.
We went up to the junction of St. Peter's High School.
Apprenti in wo be don no jippo do den daro.
Then that's the time the apprentice told me some people are going off the vehicle, let me stop.
Yimbe nayo.
4 of them were supposed to go down.
Yimbe tato wombe ben bawa anka julere ni.
The 3 people sitting behind me, and there was one person just behind them. They were the people who should have alighted from the vehicle. When I stopped, the apprentice opened the door and they started alighting from the vehicle.
Mr. Barry, sorry to interrupt you.
I
just wanted to know where you stopped.
Tigi Uncle Johnson of after St. Peter's High School.
It was after St. Peter's High School, the first junction.
And were you on the road or were you off the road?
Joni gila dari na ko on Johnson no jipino godoro ngon seeda ndaka ko hore ka lawol wonno.
Ari on sati ko lawol single road no ngol moƴƴa mi jippi lawol ngo few almost 3 meters.
It was a single road and not very wide, but I decided to leave the road about 3 meters. When the apprentice opened the door and these people started alighting from the vehicle, I turned to look behind me to see what the apprentice was doing. That's the time I saw bright lights coming on in front of me. Before knowing whatever was happening, I heard a big bang and a loud bang on the door of my vehicle.
Mr. Barry, I'm sorry to interrupt you again. You said you saw bright lights coming towards you. So this car was coming in the opposite direction?
Awi wanda magel dari atan e yida moto no ara yeso ma e lampu angal feri lampu angal e hore mandal ko ara no woni ka dari na dado.
O moto no yuri banjulundi millan yara telen banjulundi.
The vehicle was coming from Banjulundi, going towards Serekunda, and I was leaving Serekunda, going towards Banjulundi. When I had that knock on my vehicle's door,
Mr. Barry, sorry, I have to interrupt you. You did not tell us about the knock. You just told us that you saw bright lights coming towards you. So please, just take it slowly and just tell us what happened after you saw the bright lights coming towards you.
I heard the noise, and before knowing whatever was going on, I realized that these people had already reached me, reached my vehicle. That was the time when this bang happened, and it looked like if somebody has poured very hot water on my body. And when I looked at myself, I realized that I was bleeding seriously from my mouth and from my leg also. Then that was the time when I checked myself, I realized that my leg has been broken and my waist has turned to a degree which was not correct. I turned and looked around, and I realized that my vehicle was surrounded by soldiers. That's the time when they came to the vehicle and removed some irons, and some of them were saying, no, he is not dead, he is not dead.
Mr. Barry, just for the interpretation, was it your waist that had been injured, or was it your hip?
Oui. Ndako ko keki ma kimbe ganyo ndako ko yal mangal do ka sengo nyam no ka pecce baw ba ko ndako beccal mangal.
Can you please get up and perhaps just tell us which part of your body you're referring to? Sorry for that. That's your hip, hip bone.
My hip bone was broken and the bone came out.
And which other part of your body was also injured? Please sit down, please.
Si fejje dum no ko hondo kadi bandu manu kadi gañino
do ga on do ko soddari ben wadi jandindi ka bafal ittugol yaltingolla o hawri do denna jandindi dumanni on sati fuddi sonkore tumnani wadi kat ga kadi heli.
When the soldiers came and tried to remove me from the vehicle, the way they were doing it was also very hard. Then all of a sudden I had something broken, which really happened to be my bone, which was broken again.
Which bone are you referring to? Which part of your body?
Yal hongal bandu mandu he sango ondo bandu mandu heluno.
Ko hakkunde busangal do ko do heli.
Mi ani de heli hoto ko ngal walla.
I believe
it was my thigh bone. My
thigh bone.
Yes.
Yes. And let's just go back a little bit so that I can get some more details from you.
Joni do way rutade bawo seda pour me wa famude tigi ko falda kon e labbinde kon.
After you saw the bright light flashing in front of you, you suddenly heard a noise.
Bilanda ma yi dari don lampu wangal wero wangal dari lampu wangal feru wangal dari e hore mo ino ara e mo.
Dimo menanali ko haali fotata.
Wi gilande ma dari da don wiida moto wangal no ara e yeso ma o darni be darni feru wangal lampu wangal e hore mo.
Andi komi dari.
I'm just trying to recap what you have told me. So just confirm whether what I'm saying is correct. After you saw the bright lights heading towards you, you...
Fala tar rewtare ko haldo da kon pour labbintingo ndakko ko non yaari ko sifida do kon o wi gilande ma dari da tan yida moto wangal feero wangal lampu wangal dari e hoore ma.
You heard a noise, you heard a loud noise,
Nanu
and
da
that's
hito-
when you realized that you had been hit.
nanuɗa hito teddungo hito ngo andanda hito ngo no mawni ha te ko on wattu famuɗa wondema a gañama.
no ko adi ɗum ɗon ko ɓay milan jippina ɓeeɗa ndara apprenti an o ni koko minen ni waɗi to ɓurum yeƴƴita ko ala ndara ni ko lampuji ɗimmi yeesa ko ɗon noon hande kadi haade o hawri an.
Well, when I turned to look at the apprentice who opened the door for the passengers to alight from the vehicle, that's the time when I saw these bright lights coming towards me.
Duma had a noise, boom.
Yes, after turning, that's the time this accident happened, and it was a loud bang when they knocked my vehicle.
And can you tell us who knocked your vehicle?
ɗo way haalande yimɓe ko hombo honkuno on moto ma on kombo buɓɓinomo.
On sati gonga mi anda ko hombo komi yi ko mini so dariɓe mi komi yi Allah waɗi pay ko ngono ɓawan sofejo me makko wondi ko on naɓilan ɗettilan naɓilan ka laptani.
Well, really, I cannot say which vehicle knocked me. But what I realized after opening my eyes, I saw a lot of soldiers who were standing by my vehicle, and when they tried to remove me from the vehicle, that's the time when my other bone, my thigh bone, was broken. But it was one of the younger ones who were sitting behind me who helped me and took me to the hospital.
And do you know where these soldiers came from?
ɓe minute heruɓe ɗa andi ko hontoɓe immori.
On deññande tigi tigi on mi andali because harila mari ɗuma folin ko min police agent ari haalanila.
At that instant, I didn't know who they were and where they came from, but it was later on when a policeman told me.
And can you tell us which side of your vehicle was hit?
sengo e hongo e moto mongon ɓe honki.
Driving door on exactly.
On the side of the driver's seat, exactly that's where they knocked.
And that is where you were sitting?
On kone koɗo hedde ɗon joɗorino ɗon.
Yes.
Apart from you, did anyone else sustain injuries from the accident?
Si feƴƴi onon nda e nder moto mon gana goɗɗo woodi kadi gañinoɗo ton ka nder moto mon e on accident.
Apprenti an o yanoduna e bafangal kan kadi weeriji moto ɗin barminimo ka ɓandu makko e debbo goo.
Well, my apprentice also fell down with the door of the vehicle which was knocked. The glass, the broken glass wounded him on some part of his body, plus another lady who was also on board the vehicle.
Were they the only two who sustained injuries?
Ko ɓeɗo ɗiɗo tan heɓi gañande e ɓalli maɓɓe.
Ko ɓeɗo ɗiɗo rek mi.
Yes, these are the only two people who were injured.
And you said with the assistance of some people you were taken to the hospital, is that correct?
Te on wi wondema e dow ballal yimɓe ɓe andanda ko ɓen arno walli on ɓe naɓi on ka lobutani. Te ko noon.
Bay so dari ɓen yaltinilan ko moto goo no ara ɓawan on no andilan on ko on ɗettilan waɗilan ka moto makko naɓilan banjolundin.
After the soldiers moved me out of the vehicle which was right behind me was somebody who knew me. It was that person who put me on board of his vehicle and took me to the hospital.
And what happened when you got to the hospital, if you know?
Ko honɗum waɗi gidandama ɓe yettini on ka lobutani siɗon gandi.
Mi hewti banjolundin ɓe wallinilan e stress ɓe naɓilan nder.
It was at the Banjulunding hospital where they took me to. When we reached there, they put me on board, on top of a stretcher, and they took me inside the hospital.
So mini be wallan be jonalan telephone mi nodda ɓingwan ka galle.
I appeal to them to help me with a telephone so that I can call my wife at home and inform them.
Ari on site mobile ala ko landford wodi land.
At that time, there were no mobiles. People depended on land phones. Because as far as working, I was working at the hotel, I had a land phone at home. That was the time when they called my wife and gave her the information, then she quickly came. She took a taxi and came and found me lying down on a stretcher. I was having some money in my pockets. When I wanted to give her this money, she said, "No, I'm not after the money."
Take your time, Mr. Barry. Take
What are you doing, Mr. Barry? What are you doing?
I'm sorry that we have to put you through this. I know this is very emotional for you.
Fami wondema dune musi ha pour rewta gol dum kono accane me ya fondamenta.
As soon as you're ready, please proceed.
So on pari don way men faminde continue yewtere nden.
Mike.
Mike, please.
Please put the mic on. Thank you.
Who mic ma? Okay.
Benga bay o hewti mi joni mo dimbuɗi o wi o jokata ko.
When my wife arrived, I gave her the money. She said she will not catch that money.
Bini ambulance on site bini wo ambulance ala fuel.
They said they need an ambulance, but the ambulance had no fuel.
Nuddi benga o littini mburi o sodi fuel.
That's the time when my wife took out her money and bought fuel for the ambulance.
Me yai RBTH. Benabila kono hari mimi anda hande kay honto mi woni dal.
That's the time I was taken to the Royal Victoria Hospital, but at that time I was not aware of anything. I didn't even know where I was.
And that's because you were unconscious, is that correct?
Don hino wayni on famano ka on famano ka won don ndako gonga.
Hari mi anda hande kay honno moni be pengelan ko be pengelan don be wadi drip e horan dum mi anda hande kadi konto mon dal ha me hewti ka laptani min balde tati si mi andi honto moni dal.
They fixed drips for me. They gave me an injection and took me to the hospital. In fact, I spent 3 days in the hospital there without being conscious. It was after 3 days I became conscious of my environment.
And you're referring to the Royal Victoria Hospital?
Woni lopitan mawdon wondon Banjul woni Royal Victoria Hospital.
Yes.
After you were referred from the Banjul Ding Hospital?
Woni gila be ittu on Banjul ndin lopitan be nabiron Banjul lopitan mawdon.
When I was taken to the Banjul, to the Royal Victoria Hospital, when I became conscious, I looked around and saw my children around me. With my wife. They were there for a short while, and then a policeman came in. The policeman said, "Yeah, I know you." The policeman told me that when the accident occurred, I came there running to check, but the time I arrived there, you had already been evacuated to the hospital.
Can you tell us, sorry Mr. Barry, can you tell us what the name of the policeman was?
Police are ndahida wo halande yimbe indemako.
His name, we know him as Dambele. I don't know his first name, but we usually call him Dambele.
Do you know from what police station he came from?
Ndahida andi ko police station hombo wonno gollude on wattu.
Banjulundin police station.
He works at that time at the Banjulunding police station. So that was the time when when this thing occurred. They took me, when my wife arrived there, they took me to the RVTH. Well, after I became conscious, after seeing my wife with my children around me, later on they went home. Then the policeman came back in. He said I was the first man to reach the scene of the accident. I asked him which vehicle knocked my vehicle. The policeman said it was a Mitsubishi Coaster. He said the Mitsubishi Coaster was coming from Kanilai going to State House. It is the vehicle which takes soldiers from one venue to the other.
wilang ondari moto an o yi driving license and insurance an.
He said he looked inside the vehicle, he saw my driving license and my vehicle's insurance.
We wo landike oya driver jo wonde mati honto driving license makko insurance o jonnali mo wi o ala.
That's the time when they asked, he asked the other man about, when they asked him about my vehicle insurance and the driving license, let him hand them over, but the policeman said no.
Can we have the interpretation again? Mr. Barry, kindly just repeat the statement that you just made.
Halutitin ko winot ako.
Ini police agent onati all mi inimo.
When the policeman came in, I said to him,
Muto hombo tampilang o wilang ko Mitsubishi Costa mo iuri line.
I asked him which vehicle knocked my vehicle. He said it was a Mitsubishi Costa coming from Kanilai.
Yeah, State House ko on ari tawilang o tampilang.
Going towards State House. It was that vehicle which knocked my vehicle.
Juni owi ondari o yi driving license anka moto an insurance an.
He said he looked inside my vehicle and found my driving license there and my vehicle's insurance.
Owi olandi oya driver jogi do Costa on honto driving license makko insurance makko wi o ala.
Then he asked the driver of the Costa, where is his driving license and insurance? And that man said he doesn't have a driving license.
Minimo joni number moto ko honno.
Then I asked him the vehicle's number.
Owi lanko 2437A.
He said the vehicle's number was 2437A.
And was that BJL or KM or
No,
any other?
2434A. Dunko woni ko BJL ndako ho KM ndako honno.
BJL.
He said the vehicle's number was BJL.
And did he tell you what, if anything, he did with the driver of the vehicle, of the state guard?
Nda o halan noma si hebike. Ko wodi ko waduno on driver dogina inodo on moto State House.
O wilang.
He said to me,
O driver jo ko kanko duginanta ya jamme moto makko nabugo sodaribe ko civilian driver. O duginana ya jamme naba sodaribe so pari o ya duginana nene makko kadi mer bojang ka galle makko.
he said the driver of that vehicle was the driver who used to drive the Mitsubishi Costa, taking Yaya Jammeh soldiers from one venue to the other. But after he leaves that job, the same man goes and drives for Yaya Jammeh's mother.
And who are you referring to as Yaya Jammeh's mother?
Si awi nene mako ko kanko woni hombo honno wiete.
An sati mimi anda kono ko benta makko mer bojang on sati ko mi yata to mi anda no ko honno.
Well, I didn't know who that woman was, but what I heard, what they were calling her was Mayor Bojang.
And would that be Asombi Bojang?
Nda feway wi gol wonda ko Asombi Bojang o wiete.
On tigila.
Yes, she's the very one.
And did the police officer supply you with the name of the driver?
The police be jonnoma inde on driver moto.
Police
Feggido ma.
Ko kanko tigi joni la indene.
It was that same policeman who gave me the name of this driver.
And would you happen to know, whilst you were at Banjulding Hospital struggling to get money for the ambulance to take you to RVTH, whether or not the driver or any other person came to see you?
Wattu mo wonno don on Banjulding ka lobutani ton idon wadde fere pour honno wawirto don e cioggu essence pour wadon ka moto don da gandal ma o driver mda siko driver feggido ma gallido ma nda goddo go arno ton pour ndarugol ma ton do be a itede ton.
Donc ari ton ko driver ji wondo bawan frenja on addi dolan on don wonno don ha binga hewti.
It was the driver who was driving the vehicle just behind me who took me to the hospital, but he was there until my son arrived there. My wife arrived there, sorry.
So the driver who caused the accident did not take you to the hospital or make any attempts to come and see you there, is that correct?
Awa hino ini driver gallido ma on don o arano on dara ma ko lobutan te o lijintinano fima kadi kilande ma wonno da ko lobutan.
Mi yal mo hande kadi ha nyande balde tati den ko warno Thailand RBTH simiyemo.
I didn't see him from that instant until after 3 days when that man came to the hospital in Banjul, the RVTH. That's the day I set eyes on that driver.
And tell us what happened when he indeed came after 3 days to see you.
haala yimɓe joni honɗum waɗi guilandema balɗe tati ɗen feƴƴi o ari o darugol maka lobutani
ko ɓay police ajo on yahi woni ɗon seeɗa kankadi o naati.
When the policeman was there for some time, he went out. That was the time when this other driver also came in.
O naati mo watti uniform dark blue.
He was wearing a dark blue uniform.
Mi landimo ko honɗum waɗi o wi ko kanko tampilan.
I asked him what was he doing there. He said it was him who knocked my vehicle.
I
asked him, how did this happen?
He
said he was just suddenly saw something. That's the time when all of a sudden he said something crossed in front of him. And in doing that, he wanted to avoid that thing when he came and knocked my vehicle. We were there for some time.
Sorry, let me come back.
We were there for some time. Then I asked him, where do you work?
We work driver, State House.
He said he was a driver at the State House.
I
asked him his name. What he told me was that his name is Dauda Sane. Then I told him, you see, now I am lying down here. That was the time when he took out $25 and wanted to give it to my daughter, my small daughter, but the little girl refused to take the money. He gave it to my elder child, who took the $25. He got up and was about to leave. That my wife was sitting on a chair not far away from us. Then my wife called him. My wife asked him, you, what are you? That's the time he said that he's from the Jola tribe. That's the time when he said he is from the Jola tribe. And also, my wife also happened to be from the Jola tribe. Then my wife told him, you see, my husband, he's lying down here. But they went on talking, but I was unable to hear what they were saying because the kids were near me and they were making noise. This is why I was unable to hear what they were saying. He got up and left. I stayed at the hospital there. I was there for 3 months when they fixed some iron inside my leg.
Mr. Barry, before we move forward, just kindly remind us of the date of your accident, because you said you were in the hospital for 3 months.
I think May on the 29th, he accident on Jama.
The accident took place on the 29th of May at night.
Was it in May or April? My apologies.
April.
It was in April. It was in April.
And what dates in April?
It was 29.
It was on the 29th of April.
2002.
Yeah.
2002, yes.
And you were at the RVTH for 3 months. Before we move on, the driver, did he tell you who he was working for? I know he was driving a state guard vehicle, but did he tell you who his employer was?
No, mi hawali mi fami wonde ma wi wonde alandi no driver o yima wonde ma ko galle lamorde men to ko ton o gollata nda kono haalano mo tigi tigi on ko hombo jettimo golle ko hombo one gollande
mi o wilan kanko ko state guard driver.
What he told me was that he is a state guard driver.
Do you know?
Police agent wilan o ko state guard driver civilian ko on wadi on confirm on the matter ko civilian jo.
It was the policeman who clearly told me that although he's driving a state guard vehicle, but he is a civilian.
did he tell you whether he was working for the government or whether he was working for Yaya Jammeh personally?
O winoma wondema on waji on ɗum woni fe galliɗo moto ma on da o winoma wondema ko laamul Gambia o wonno ligganade nda ko Yaya Jammeh on e ligganade
on ko Yaya Jammeh o gollanayno.
He was working for Yaya Jammeh.
Thank you very much. And during the course of your admission at the RVTH hospital for 3 months, did you receive any treatment?
jamanu mo wallinoma on ka lobudani banjul do ɗum ko yata ha lebbi tati nda heɓuno ñawdugal e sengo maɓɓe ɗon ɓe ñawnunoma
komi woni ɗon ɓe waɗano lekki an ha ɓe haɓɓi ndi jandi mi wali ɗon milan ajji ɗon ko hetta lebbi ɗiɗi mi wattata komi wattani ndi jandi no jogui lan hilan wali walori ni rek.
Yes, I was lying on the bed there, and they brought this iron and fixed it on my leg. I was in that position for 2 months. I cannot turn on any side. I was just lying on my back.
The iron that they fixed on your leg, how was that inserted?
ɗe jalle ɗe ɓe datini ɗe ɓe poosi ɗen ka ɓandu ma ko honno ɓe natinirɗe ka ɓandu ma
no aɗaɗe ɓe poosude ɗon andi o weight ɗum no tiddi no ɓuri ora 50 or 150 kilo.
Well, this iron is heavy. It was a 150 kilo iron. But when before they did that, they said they are going to perform an operation on me.
And
that was the time when they told me to try and secure some people who will supply me with blood. Then they will go ahead with the operation. But I was unable to get blood. It was my wife who took out some money. That was the time when my wife took out some money and gave it to them, and that's the time when they brought this blood.
And do you know whether that was a service you were supposed to have paid for, or was this supposed to be provided by the government? RVTH was a state hospital.
Owi endar gandal ma nda hiɗa faami wondema ɗum koɓe waɗanma ɗon ko golle ɗe andandama wondema koɓe foɗuma waɗande ko laamu ngu fotma waɗande na hiɗa foti a fota ittude hen mbuɗu nda hiɗa faami ɗum saabu ko l'hôpital mo wonɗa e mum ton ko l'hôpital e laamu nda hiɗa faami ɗum
ya kono on sati ɓe darallan elle yari noon ɓengal daari tawi tampere ɗuuɗi o yaltini mbuuɗi o jonni ɓe.
Well, that's what happened, but when I stayed there for that and there was no blood available, my wife saw that I was suffering. Then she decided to take out money so that we can get blood from somewhere so that they can go ahead with the operation. That was the time when they took me and performed the operation on me.
And si tajoni woɓɓe no ɗo miɗo wawi hollude ɓe honno ɓe fecciri ɗo ɓe waɗi oya jandiga ɓe ɗettindi ɓe waɗindi ley.
Well, if there are people who can even look at me at this present moment, the iron was moved from the original place they put it, and they brought it down and put it in my leg.
Mr. Barry, I don't want to trouble you, but if you could stand up again, I know that it's difficult, just to demonstrate so that we can understand what you're trying to say.
Mr. Barry, men fami wondema hino musi e ma immo joɗo ma on kono so tawi woni hiɗon wawi immade lawa goto mi hollira men holla ɗo hollira ɗo ko honno ɗum waɗa e ɓandu ma ɗum moƴƴay.
Yeah, please go ahead and explain.
Oui, fuɗɗara sifoɗa ko honno ɗum waɗira.
Well, it was here. I'm not seeing him anyway, but I'll just say what he's saying. It was removed from this upper part here. And this place, this area here was the place where they were supposed to insert it. That's where the bone was broken.
Please, Mr. Barry, just to clarify, what was removed and what was inserted, please?
Mr. Barry, oy ko fala ko andude ko hondum be yaltini ko hondum be natini.
Ko be natti o be wadi guddum ga be nattini odo joni o lega
ko be nattini ko dum ko jandi walla ko jiyal walla ko dum
ono foremost ring be wadi mo der si be police o ya wontiri der to.
It was just like a ring which they put inside.
So Johnny ga on because no hiliri no fewa be 2 inches how much 1 inches be why join them on ko wadi ko ngala wadi short wala wadi long. They
decided to reduce the bone by 2 inches so that they can fix something there. This is why my legs are longer than each other.
And which bone did they decide to reduce? Is it your hip bone or the thigh bone?
Yal hongal be uidi be usti ndako ko yal hakkunde wangal ndako
hakkunde ga ko jutu ngal lega ko don be duiti fino fippira be wada janini.
Well, it was this bone up here which was reduced so that they the middle one, so that they can be able to insert whatever they are supposed to put in there.
Please sit down and then we will continue. Are you referring to your thigh bone or not?
Indako busal mangal wonda widema.
Busangal doga.
It was the thigh bone on top.
And the hip bone, you said a metal or perhaps a ring. I don't know if you said metal. I didn't hear it through the interpretation, but you said a ring was inserted to hold it in place. Can you tell us what object? Mr. Interpreter, sorry, let's avoid our speeches overlapping, please. I just wanted to find out what object, what the object was made up of, rather.
Owi ko fala ko andude ko duwoni ko be naati ko duwoni ko holbure ma doga ko façon sifa hondum jandi sifa hondum siko jandi siko sifa hondum ko be naati ni don ko
andi si wada ma operation awata yande hodo ma ko dum addi o koyngal do ay lan waytunde odo kono odo mi wata on tim wada mo support.
Well, when they are performing this type of operation on you, you can't see what they were doing. I was not seeing what was being done to me. But I just know that this is why my legs are longer than one another.
Let's just go back to your hip. The object that was inserted there, was it made up of plastic, wood, iron? What was it made up of?
Sida fami.
Ni min denyande ba be wadi injection on e bawa ko lega may hilan jodi hilan suti be so yahi katabul mi mo jogi goddum ko rawni ni o ari bay o fici ko nga o wadi on sati mi himo pusa dum do wi bop joni o lega be yaltini mo ni be taji hilan suti mo hanko detti jandi jutunde wana odo ni o tufiliga o jippini mo han lega.
Well, what I can say is that, as I said before, when they were performing this operation on me, I was not able to see exactly what was being done, but I saw something white in his hand, which he decided to bring and put it inside my body. Then that was the time when my part of my thigh bone was reduced so that this object can fit in there. So after they performed this operation, this is why up to now, I have to support my other leg sometimes when I'm moving.
So an external object was essentially inserted into your bones.
Awa hino wa ini wodi ko be jetti ko be andana be beyditiri kandar busalma ndar pour beyditira pour koyngal mangal pour wawa yarde no feewiri.
Yeah, doctor we know because we are not follow on the operation. We was about the avataya the I will help you.
That's what the doctor told me, because initially he said if he doesn't do that, I will not be able to walk again. Then this is why I agreed for him to go ahead with the operation.
And what about the other injuries that you suffered? How were they treated? You told us that you bled seriously on that day. Did you have any wounds?
Joni no wayni ga si faji koyngal mangal gañande godde den de hebudade e bandu manden den don non ko hondo de nyawndira sabu a wi no wondema a wi do yimbe wondema nyalande de hebuda o accident den e nyande on hibbi jan e bandu mondum yalti e jan tigir den don gañande ko hondo de nyawndira.
be doctor be kibambe be jogi wana machine go bada ka hundukan ni wala max.
Well, it was the Cuban doctors who came. They will put something like a mask on my mouth when they are working on me.
Dumano to do ayari dan no jufani ha tuma go minana ga kat ko lumbe wada labe didi hambe acci dal ga wadi okay pano ha hande simini wada ni musala.
But when they fixed that mask-like thing on my mouth, it used to look like something which is being pumped into my stomach, and my stomach will be a little bit extended. Until when they did it for the second time, I heard some noise like bones being moved. Then after that second time, they didn't do it to me. But up to now, if I bend my head like this on this other side, I still feel pain.
And these bones that you heard moving and crackling underneath your body, which part of your body are you referring to?
Ngal yel ngal andama wiida wonde ma ɗon ngal dirtinama kangal wonno ɗon ka ley ɗon kangal fonno wonde ɗon koye hedde honto e ɓandu ma ɗum ɓe dirtinirngal
ngal kaka busal lo.
That is just about near my thigh bone.
On duita.
Did you
Just
also...
that's where they did this operation, where they reduced.
I'm not referring to that. I'm referring to when the doctor put the mask on your face and it looked like something like air was being pumped into your stomach. You did mention that you suffered injury around your rib area.
o wi wona ɗum ɗon woni wiide o wi a wi ɗo wondema e wattumo wannon o ko wiyete comme masque hunduko ma pompi reedu ma ɗum ƴuufi ko wi ko ɗum o woni landade fi mum ko honno ɗum ɗo yaruno
Ani si docteur ari ndar golan so mimi ga simi sunki o waɗani o dari o tawi gano ɗumanni so ko ɗum o waɗata o jonnila max labbi ɗiɗi so pompilan o yaha ndeñande are kadi o waɗino so acci aru waɗugol ɗum hande kadi o wi joni ko mi ñaamo rek joni mi ñaamo rek ko noon waddala mi ñaamo.
This Cuban doctor, when he comes, well, I don't know what he does, but when he fixed this mask on my mouth, my stomach used to be extended a little bit. When he did this twice to me, then later on he told me, now you can eat. This is why I have done this to you, so that you can have a chance to be able to eat, which will not disturb you.
And how were you eating before?
ɗo e ɗum ko honno ñamirayno ɗa
ñamete dal o waɗananno e plate o waɗi litti wano makkani o waɗi line si ɓenga waɗanalan ko ñiiri ha ɗon hattata ma ko ñame toon feƴƴata ɗo ko na mi ñaamo ko heewi wona mi weele joni ko ɗum o jonnanolan no mi ñamirta dal.
Well, whatever food they give me, they used to tell my wife, they brought a plate where they used to measure the food that I am supposed to eat. The amount they always measure, they tell my wife, don't give him any food more than this, so that I will not be hungry, but I should not also eat more than what they measure for my wife to give me.
And do you know what was responsible for your difficulty in eating?
da hiɗa andi ɗa faami ko honɗum sababu ko taki ñamugol ma ngol fota ɗuɗude a fotaka welede a fotaka ndu fota rendu kadi fota harude ha nda hiɗa andi ko honɗum sababu ɗum
ɗum mi andali ko docteur ɓe waɗilan on advice.
Well, I don't know what was the cause. It was just an advice from the doctors.
Do you know what eventually happened with your rib injury?
wi si feƴƴe ɗum ɗon ngal ƴiyalma ngal ka sengo ka beccere ma ɗo nda hiɗa andi ko honɗum waɗuno ngal ka sakkitorum
ya sabuna aduna ko fituni ɓeno ɗo ayi ɗum waɗuno duuɓi sappo ni ɓe gan o watta ko takko am fita o ɗumanno kanko waylita talan simi waɗini mi watta waylitade kanko min talan wallinalan duuɓi sappo o wawat heɓude ɓiɗɗo hakkude am miya makko koko ɗin ɗon feƴƴi sallah kore mo ɓiɗɗo kadi.
It took me 10 years lying in that way. It was my wife who will move me from one side to the other. And during those 10 years, we cannot do anything. It was after the 10 years that I was able to have children with her. So it was her who helped me, moving me from one side to the other, until I became a little bit better. Then that's the time when we had children.
And not being able to move from one side to another, or not being able to turn, was that as a result of the rib injury, or are you talking about the entire injuries you suffered from that accident?
wi comme no wirdani duuɓi sappo awa ko debbo ɓenguma ko on membinta on nano e ñaamo fof kon waylitata on nano e ñaamo nda a faala wiide ɗum ɗon ko sababi ɗum ɗon ko ɗum woni ka beccal ma ɗo ko accident ko heɓuna ɗon gon ko ɗum sababi ɗum dako nder accident o gañande ɗe heɓuɗaka ɗo ko ɗum sababi ɗum fof
wonno e time fadde han joni tumago simi walori ko telon ni min mi wata waylitade because si onga koyngalan si nati feƴƴiti ko wonata ɗon ni mi wata waylitade be ora waylitala.
Well, this is still happening to me. Up to this minute, I'm suffering from that problem. Sometimes if I lie down on my left side like this, I will not be able to move myself unless my wife comes and move me. I can say that it is due to the wound on my left side which caused all these problems for me. Up to now, I'm still suffering from that problem.
So you're not completely healed?
hino wayni ñawdugol ngol ha joni parani e mataw.
Alhamdulillah, fada ñande no ɓurorde joni because no woni yarda noon no waɗide il non dal no woni yarda noon.
Yes, I can say thanks to Allah. I am recovering little by little daily, but still I am still on the path of recovery.
And can you tell us what particular aspect of that accident caused that particular injury on your left side, near your ribs?
wi on accident heɓiɗo ɗon mo natuɗa e mum gon dahiɗa fa e haalande yimɓe ko honɗum ɗum tampere honɗum ɗum sababino e sengo ma ɗum woni ka sengo ka beccal ma ga ka gañoɗon ko ɗum sababi ɗum ɗon nder accident on.
Andi neɗɗo sa woni no sukayɗa satti ha goɗɗum heɓima joni a wawana hoorema no muusi.
Well, as a young man, I was doing everything for myself. But when this thing happened, that's where everything changed for me. And I saw myself in this condition whereby I'm still suffering from this condition.
Please tell us what happened after you left the hospital. You said you were admitted for 3 months. What happened after you left?
Joni haala yimɓe sifano yimɓe ko honɗum waɗi a wi on yimɓe wondema a wallinano ka lobutani ko yahata ha lebbi tati giɗanama ɓe acciruma ka lobutani ko honɗum waɗiti.
Joni ɓay mi yalti mi ari ka galle.
When I left the hospital and came home,
woni ɗon seeɗa mi dare mi tawi fayda situation on no kanno wadde wosrek.
I stayed at home for some time, but I realized that my situation is going from bad to worse.
Immi ñande go minni joni mi wakkilore mi ha Banjulundi mi anda honno o honto muto an on woni ma ko honno mi dara muto on mi anda.
Then one day I said to myself, let me get up and go to Banjulunding so that I will know where my vehicle is and in what condition is that vehicle.
Mi immi galle around 8 before 11 to 12 mi wawi hewtude Talinding ilan jogi ɗi cabbi hilan yaha simi heɓi moto ɗon ɓe addi lam Banjulundi.
Well, I left my home walking on crutches up to Talinding. That's the time when I got a vehicle which took me from the road and brought me to Banjulunding.
I mi hoti kal police station mi natugol am mi hawr mi fotti e Mr. Dambele police agent.
When I arrived at the Banjulunding police station, just when I was about to go inside, I met this policeman called Mr. Dambele. I said to him, do you recognize me? He said, yes, I recognize you. He said to me, it was the day you had this accident, it was me who came there until you were evacuated to the Banjul hospital. I said to him, well, after you left the hospital, I didn't see you again. What has happened? He said the driver came to them there and told them that he has died. I said to Dambela, well, if that has been the truth, won't you be able to go and see my wife, my family, my children, so that you can get the truth from them?
no William wo kanko himo yahuno leave ko ndeñando fuɗɗi ligge.
He told me that he was on holiday. He went on leave, but he started working on that very day I came there.
So William joni hino insurance am e driving license am kanyun a statement ko winduno ko ndeñande.
Then that's the time he told me, here is your driving license and your insurance, vehicle insurance, and the statement you wrote on that day.
Joni o William yomi aro o winda statement am.
He told me to come again and he'll write another statement for me.
Onsati o windi statement makko ha o pare.
That's the time when he wrote this statement.
O pari o wi joni men yahu e Brikama ka eso mabbe on.
When he was ready, he said to me, we should go to Brikama to see their SO.
Ali lan jogi mbut jetati.
I was having only $7 with me. $8 with me.
Joni me yalti men deti motari passi din ko mbut didi me makko mi yobani men pass that was gift sa. Mi yobani men passi me yahi.
In those days, from the point we were, it was $2 to Brikama. Then we paid the fare and went to Brikama.
Me hewti men tawi Jatabalde.
We went and met Mr. Jatabalde.
Say Jatabalde o landi mo ko no wadi o wi o ibo accident Banjulundin.
Jatabalde asked him what the problem was, and he explained to Jatabalde that this is the man who had that accident at Banjulunding.
And Mr. Barry, you're saying that you had to pay for this police officer's fare from Banjulunding to Birkama, even though he was performing his duties as a police officer.
Awa hino wayni Mr. Barry afala widem yimbe wondama ko an yobanno o Mr. Dambelejo pasi imogoro e Banjulunding ha Birkama ndo no e do koy do ligge makko kadi o woni.
Because I mi yi himo yahamo ara mo dara jifaji makko fala landade yimbe.
Well, I realized that he was going in and out, putting his hand in his pockets to the point of asking money from other people. And this is my business, and I didn't want to stay there long. So I decided to take the burden and pay for both of us to go.
And this was not the first time you had done something like that, because you had told us that at the RVTH, you also had to pay for blood, which you shouldn't have.
Hino wa ini wana ɗum ɗo wonno premiére hiɗa yaltina kalis e nder fi o accident ma sabu ay sifanike ɗo yimɓe wondema wiɗa wondema gila wonno ɗon ka lobbutani kadi ɗum woni e Banjul ka lobbutani jano ɓengu ma kadi yoɓɓitino ɗon mbuuɗi pour ɓe wawa sodude ƴiƴan ko ɓe wawata fosude e ma.
min yoɓi foil ɓe naɓila ambulance min yoɓi ƴiƴan mi yoɓi on $4 kadi min yahi.
Yes, it started with the time when my wife bought fuel for the ambulance. We went to the Banjul hospital where we paid for the blood. And also, this is the third time I paid his fare to go to Brikama.
So what happened when you got to Birkama? Where did you go?
Hondo wadi bilandama yettuɗon Birkama, hondo yahuɗon?
Min tawi aussi Jatabalde o landi mo ko no wadi o wi o heɓo accident Banjulundin ɗon.
We went and met O.C. Jatabalde. Jatabalde asked him, and the man, and Mr. Dambele told Jatabalde that this is the man who had that accident at Banjulundi.
Where did you meet O.C. Jatabalde?
Tawɗon O.C. Jatabalde.
Office makko men tawi mo dari ka dambuga mo fokkiti natude office makko on sato o wi'iti hay Jatabalde no andela wi Mr. Barry kono wadma.
Then when we reached at Brikama, we found Jatabalde standing at the door of his office because he knew me before. So when he saw me, he asked me, Mr. Barry, what is the problem? That's the time when the policeman explained or narrated the whole thing to him and showed him the file.
Medical report adda.
He said, now it's finished, go and find a medical report and bring it. I left there, came to Serakunda, continued to Banjul, and I went to the RVTH. $15. I saw another driver who I was acquainted to. I stopped him and talked to him. He gave me $15. Then I went and met Dr. Rao, the doctor who performed the operation on me.
mi halani mo minni wa joni be innila mi dabbo medical report.
I explained to him that, well, I've been to the police, but they said, let me find a medical report.
Joni o yahi do o windi o kanko tigi nabi habe type o wadi everything wari o Thailand hilan jodi ka yasi don kanangi o joni la kandi.
He personally went up, he wrote down the report and brought it down. They typed it, and then he came out and found me sitting outside under the sun. He gave me this report. I went home and stayed at home for 2 days because my leg became swollen to the point of it disabled me. I was unable to move or go anywhere during those 2 days. When I became a little bit better, after the 2 days, I took that medical report and went with it to Brikama. I found a parade going on. The police were on parade at the Brikama station, but when Jatabalde sighted me, he left the parade ground and came and met me. He asked me, have you got the medical report? I said, yes, here is the report. I gave it to him.
Medical report statement
he took the medical report and also joined it with the statement that the policeman gave him. He said we should go to Banjul now.
Mr. Barry, and just so that we are clear, I mean, you've given a statement to the police and now they asked you to produce a medical report, which you had to do, at great expense to your health because you still had not fully recovered. Did they tell you the purpose of doing all of these things or gathering all of this information? Why were you doing it?
Mr. Barry, I'll need to be wondama. Baby no ma yahu puru yaha daboya o medical report. Te kono do ay jonu de yahande daboya o medical report har ajoni no ko biara statement be jetino statement mao. Be ma ya adda medical report ay addo medical report. Nda be haalon no makko dalila ko sababu ko hondo ni baawo dum ko wadi ko takibe mottindire kafindire di statement aji bo dum woni di kaydiji fo dabbe haalon no ko hondum be pari.
Joni ko be wilan dum dom.
Well, after that what they told me,
la wadi mi ndari be mi holaki be mi wadi medical report on photocopy.
Well, after checking the situation, I didn't trust them fully. I decided to photocopy my medical report. I gave them the photocopy and I kept the original.
Mr. Barry, I asked a question. I don't know if it was clear in the interpretation as to what the purpose of you getting, the medical report and writing your statement at the police station was. Do you know what the police needed those items for?
Wiki Olandi gongo duwoni wi wonda ma joni no statement joni kadi be wiya yahan ko wiata ko medical report joni ndahida andi do ko wadi be warama o yaha arafo ndahida anduno ko honno be ebuno
min jata balde ko winola o wi
what Jata Balde told me was that
mujin odo minabo makko IGP dum wana affaire police ko affaire state house ko dum o wila.
What Jata Balde told me was that this is not a police affair. What I am planning to do is to take you to the state house.
Joni men o mi addi o medical report mi joni mo retti wadi lanka moto makko.
That was when I came and gave him these documents. That's the time he put me on board his vehicle.
I mean hewti Banjul headquarters.
When we reached the Banjul police headquarters,
when
I alighted from the vehicle, he himself called me on the other side. There was another policeman who called me on the other side and they aided me for me to climb the stairs and go upstairs. And what he told me was that they will try and take me to the deputy IG, and that's where he can stop.
That's their procedure.
That's their procedure.
When what happened to this man?
When we reached the man's office, he looked at me, then he looked at Jatabalde and questioned Jatabalde, what has happened to this man?
Accident with a state guard vehicle.
That's the time when Jatabalde told him that this man had an accident with a state guard vehicle.
how they call Deputy IG Jayso we.
And Deputy IG Jayso said,
We come from jogi golle hewde millions job to do all that time.
then Jayso, the IG at that time, said he had 1 million jobs to do. He doesn't have time.
Jabi file on Jude Jatabalde no wadi ka cupboard.
He took the files from Jatabalde's hand and put them inside a cupboard.
So the deputy IGP at the time you're saying was too busy to see you?
Yeah.
ino wa ini our deputy IG on woni hikkido e yeso police ben woni jayso wi wonda makanko jungo makono no hibbi ha golle den no dudire mo wattu
O wila mo jogi millions job ko gollata wala time. Joni o detti file on wadi ka cupboard.
What he said is that he has 1 million jobs to do. He doesn't have time. He took my file and put it inside a cupboard.
So in other words, he had more important things to do than attend to you.
awa hino wa ini ko dum woni kanko himo jogi golle dudude danana hide hebi nafa ko buri gedal ma an
Ko ni o wiri la.
This is what he told me, and this is what happened.
And you've already told us that your case was considered out of the jurisdiction of the police because it was a state house matter. Can you tell us why it was considered a state house matter?
awi be wonda makade case ma dum woni accident ma on kambe no be dartini no dum ko dum woni kambe police abe dum hino buri be dole no ala e golle mabbe non ko sabu ko no ko golle state house ko no ko yimbe state house nati e mu da way halande yimbe ko hon dum firti
Ndon ko firidi no because ko mi arata Jatabalde wilam odo ko affairs of state house.
Well, I think when we were going, what Jatabalde himself told me was that this case is a case concerning the state house.
Joni men joni file on ton.
When we deposited the file there,
Jayso wila ya me yaho mi ara on next week Wednesday and the balde tati mi aro.
well, Jaiso told me to go home and come back there 3 days later.
Mi jokki mo don ko buri almost 3 to 1 month mi wawal mo yide hande kadi.
I followed him there up to the point of 1 month, but I cannot still see him.
Nyande go mi ari do mini mi yata ha mi yabe.
One day I came there and I sat down. I said, I will not move away from that place until I saw him.
Lawadi former IG Ibunjai.
Well, fortunately, former IG Ibunjai,
Yaltika office mako tun o wila kon waduma mi halani mo.
he came out of his office and saw me sitting down there. Then he came to me and asked me, what has happened? Then I narrated the whole thing to him.
No dilan kander office mako.
He called me into his office.
When you in me don.
After that,
Onatika office Jayso.
he went into Jason's office.
Woniton ari.
He spent some time there and came out.
Ari o jodi yeso.
He sat in front of me.
William Mr. Barry minimonam.
He said to me, Mr. Barry, and I said yes.
I'm sorry, file on the Maggi.
He told me, I'm very sorry, but your file has got lost here.
It's missing.
Your file is right now missing. That's what he told me. I looked at them and said, this world. I called some people, they helped me to go down the stairs. That's the time when I started struggling, walking by myself, bit by bit, until I reached the place where the arch 22 is now built. But at that time, there was no arch.
And Mr. Barry, just so that we are clear about just your physical condition at the time, where is J. Sow's office, the Deputy IGP, located at the police headquarters in Banjul?
Pour do laba tan Mr. Barry ko woni on jaman on wattu mo yahayno da ton harida hila laja koyngal ma hino Musa ma o Jeyso du woni hekkido e yeso police abe honto office mako wonno du woni e galle police abe jane den ton Banjul ko honto office mako wonirno
mo jabi the first floor second floor the office of IG on kanko ko odo office o woni mo.
Well, it was on top at the first floor, not far from the IG's office.
Did you say first?
Second floor, sorry, second floor. So it was on the second floor, also where the IG's office was also located.
So would I be correct in saying that you had the ground floor, you had the first floor, and then the second floor? You're talking 3 floors.
Awa hino wa ini awa siko etas ni aya hay ley jon ya dimmo ya hay tammo on kadi.
Ko dida bo ondo.
Ida bon. The second.
It was on the second floor.
And you had to walk up all those flights of stairs to get up to that office on your crutches in pain.
Awa hino wa ini ange del ledde ma de yara no da ko ben den etarno da jawda ha hewtu da ka office jayso.
This is what I do. I have to call some people to help me so that they can take me upstairs and I up to his office.
How did they take you?
Kono be nabirma.
Ko goddo wona do don to dungango wada e solda makko o wada ni e nabala.
Well, I have to be sandwiched by 2 people, each one holding my shoulder, and this is how they used to carry me, and I also try to walk as they take me upstairs until I reach the office.
When you were coming down, how did you get down?
Joni sidon jippade non ko honno wadir ton fere ha jippo don.
Sakkito don ko wila wonde mati falan o majji mi wadi discourage jonde nyande ko goddo ari o wadi ni mi o bambilan wadi dan ka ba makko ko jippini lan le.
The day they told me that my file has been missing, in fact, when I was going downstairs that day, it was only one person. In fact, he has to put me on his back and descend the stairs with me on his back.
And this was because you were unable to walk down the stairs.
Munda dun sai dun wadi o bambu maga bawo maga ko on wawani seppande hore mo wawani yahande hore mo ko dun taki o bambi on.
Ko dun aldi dun koni.
Yes, that was the reason.
And on that day, you said you walked. Where did you go to, and how far did you have to walk?
O inde nyalanda o wi wonde yimbe wondama on seppuno. Seppugol mongol no yeyi gelende ma honto ha honto hono dum woddiri seppugol ngol.
Mi iwi Banjul headquarter la jogi skosiji din ko non mi ardi mi fecciri RBTH hilan yaha mi anda ko mon to monni wadi stress joni fada mo gomi har mi anda hawno mon wadde ha ko mi hewti loy ayda darame mo iwi ka office on ka courthouse mo yalta.
Well, what I did that day was, after I was brought down the stairs, I decided to struggle because as far as I was unable to do anything, I decided to walk bit by myself. I came all the way until I passed the gates of the RVTH, and I came until where the law courts, and that's the time when Ida Drame was coming out of her office when she saw me.
From the high court.
From the high court, she saw me.
Mr. Barry, before we move on to the evidence about Ida Drame, can you just tell us why you were walking such long distances? Why were you not able to take public transport, for example?
O wi joni do en yahude fi sengo Aida Drame gon ko feƴƴi ko hakkunde ma e makko dayda way haalande yimɓe ko honɗum sababi taki ida seppuɗa gilande maka police ko galle maɓɓe jana ɗen ɗum woni Banjul to seppuɗa a ƴetta heɓani ngo miijo wigol wondema fata mi jola e nder moɗo ɗum woni commercial véhicule numéroji jama o mi yaha
Andi on sati wona moto wo mi wata ƴawde ko min daru simi heɓa e minibus haray koyngala nga mi wawa nga wadde banku mi ƴawa sa jonni lan e togo motoji ni mi watta ƴawde because koyngala nga mi watta nga wadde banku ni.
Well, the reason for that was I had to look for a minivan or a minibus. That was the type of vehicle I can climb up slowly and be able to sit down. I cannot go into every vehicle because when going up, I have to try and bend my leg so that I can be able to go in and sit down. This was the problem. I cannot board every type of vehicle. This is why I had to walk.
So it was not, it was only a particular kind of vehicle that you could have access to.
awa hino wa ini motoji dantan di andandama ko ɗi woni tan ko ɗi andandama on hiɗa wawi jolde e mum jooɗoɗa samora seeɗa.
Yes.
And during this time when you were going back and forth at the police headquarters, did they tell you what, if anything, happened with the driver of the state guard vehicle, Dauda Sane?
Joni on wattu gilandema fuɗɗiɗa yahugol yaha ara on hakkunde ka ma ha e ka police aɓe ka galle maɓe jane ɗum woni police headquarters nda wattu heɓuno ɓe haalanma wondema ko honɗum waɗi on Dauda Sane ɗum woni driver state guard o woodi ko heɓimo.
You had told us that Dambele said he had been driving without without a license. Do you know whether he was prosecuted for that or charged with any offense?
Sabu a wi'ino ɗo yimɓe wondema ɓaawo nu wiɗa wondema dambere wi'inoma wondema himo doginte moto on Dawda Sanejo kono o alano lansine o alano insurance nda a faami ari e faamugol ma wondema nda kamɓe naɓunomo yi suudu ñawore ɓe ñawomo.
I just said driving license, not insurance.
Driving license makko
ko addi ɗum jamono on sati kala golludude ɓen ɗon sa inni hay a jogaki kaydi ɓe landota ko makko wona menen ɓe landoto men.
Well, those days, what was happening was that if you happen to be walking in areas where that man was walking, they don't ask you about anything. We are the people on the streets, civilians, who were asked for papers, but those people were scot-free.
What people are you referring to, and who are you referring to as that man?
Ko yimɓe homɓe wonɗa e fiide fi mum ɗo sa wi o e on gorko.
Especially on sati ko leko ɗe yajama woni gollude andi on ɗon nda fof susatamo landago kaydiji ka.
In those days, when I said those people, it's Yaya Jammeh. And people in those days working for Yaya Jammeh, nobody had the daring mind to ask them for their papers.
So are you saying that they were above the law?
Da joni a faala winani kamɓe hiɓe dow luwa on.
Mi wiyata hiɓe dow luwa on kono waɗananno seede nokkugo ñande mi aruno ka galle maɓɓe toɗenam maire boja mini mi yiyamo soddari ɓeyni wawata yide drafa no jooɗi yeeso am min daari mi tawi ɓe ɓuri landole.
Well, why I said that was, there was a day when I personally went to Mayor Bojang's compound to see this driver, Dawda Sane. Soldiers came and stood in front of me and said, I cannot see the driver. And the driver was sitting right in front of me. I was looking at him, he was looking at me, but the soldiers refused and said, I cannot see him.
And what, my apologies, I just wanted to add that, was it because of the fact that they were above the law, that is why nothing had been done about your case?
La ɗum ɗon ko sababi ɗum ɗon ko ɗum woni ko firti kon ko ɗum woni kamɓe awa hiɓe koye hiɓe dow luwa on ko ɗum tagi ɓe naɓɓirma noon ɓe waɗirma noon.
Fayda min ko noon min mi yiridi.
Well, this is how I saw it.
Thank you very much,
Jarama.
Mr. Barry. I think we'll have to stop here for today. We've gone over our time.
O sikki wondema dal en daror ɗo pour hande ñalande hande nden.
So we have an opportunity to continue with your testimony today. I mean tomorrow morning.
Joni en darnay ɗo haala kan ha janggo bimbi si en arti continuen e jonde nden e yewtere nden kadi.
But before I hand over, Mr. Chairman, I just have one procedural aspect to do, and that is to tender the medical report that the witness had mentioned in his testimony. It is dated the 29th day of October, 2002, and it is titled Medical Report on Ablai Barry, and it's signed by one Dr. Raoul, who is an orthopedic surgeon at the Royal Victoria Hospital. And the exhibit number is exhibit 130A.
Request granted. Thank you, Council, and thank you, Mr. Barry, for your testimony. We will continue tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock sharp. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.
Joni kamano wi joni a jarama seede an kadi arugol magol e jonna seedegal ma joni ni wayni en darna e do haala kan ha jango bimbi e wattuji sappo bimbi awren do.
Yeah.